President Donald Trump faced down warnings of widespread Middle East unrest and untold damage to the peace process yesterday, telling anxious Arab leaders he still intends to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. Amid a frantic round of telephone diplomacy, Trump told Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas and Jordan's King Abdullah that the deeply controversial move was coming, but crucially did not give a time frame. Trump informed the President Abbas on his intention to move the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, the Palestinian leader's office said in a statement that was echoed in Amman. Trump must this week decide whether to sign a waiver keeping the embassy in Tel Aviv or fulfill a campaign promise and move it to Jerusalem, de facto recognizing Israel's claim on the disputed city. U.S. officials said he will hold off on moving the embassy right away, but may issue a statement reiterating his intent and even go as far as recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital. That could upend a decades-old Western policy observed by both Republican and Democratic presidents that stated Jerusalem's status can only be decided by negotiation. The White House argues that such a move would not prejudge final talks and would represent the reality that West Jerusalem is and will continue to be part of Israel under any settlement. Still, it risks extinguishing Trump's efforts to broker Middle East peace and igniting the flames of conflict in a region already reeling from crises in Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Yemen, and Qatar. Mr. Trump. Jerusalem is a red line for Muslims, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said in a raucous televised speech, echoing alarm expressed by Palestinian and Arab leaders. In his address, Erdogan warned that any move to back Israel's claim to the city would mobilize the entire Islamic world and even prompt Ankara to sever its recently renewed diplomatic ties with the Jewish state. The armed Islamist Hamas movement has threatened to launch a new intifada or uprising, following talks in Brussels with U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. Top EU diplomat Federica Mogherini warned that any move which risked undermining efforts to jumpstart Morabit peace talks must absolutely be avoided. In Cairo, Arab League chief Ahmed Aboulgheat warned it would be viewed as an act of clear aggression against the Arab and Muslim world. Saudi Arabia also expressed grave and deep concern about the impact it would have on both the conflict and peace efforts, while the Palestinians said it would shatter any illusion about Trump's ability to fairly mediate in any talks. The U.S. Congress has already made its aim clear in the so-called Jerusalem Embassy Act, which was passed in 1995 and which stated that the city should be recognized as the capital of the State of Israel and that the U.S. Embassy should be moved there. But an inbuilt waiver, which allows the president to temporarily postpone the move on grounds of national security, has been repeatedly invoked by successive U.S. presidents, meaning the law has never taken effect. Israel seized the largely Arab eastern sector of Jerusalem during the 1967 Six-Day War and later annexed it, claiming both sides of the city as its eternal and undivided capital. But the Palestinians want the eastern sector as capital of their future state and fiercely oppose any Israeli attempt to extend sovereignty there.